Okay, so I'm kind of in a weird spot right now, but I just got off work and I wanted to record this video before I went home and did like my usual Sunday things. Today is, I literally forget the date and I'm not about to go look at it, but it's a new moon in Scorpio, so that tell you. Sunday, fuck, what day is it? I can't remember. That's so bad, but it's new moon in Scorpio. And today, I'm gonna talk about my first karmic relationship and just a little bit of my experience with that. So with that being said, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm gonna just get right into it. So first thing first, what is a karmic relationship? Karmic relationship is basically an intense attraction with somebody. It could show power struggles, and have that type of dynamic with two people. So that's just a little brief definition. It's related to the 8th house and other people's resources and shared things, joint assets, and all of that type of stuff. That's kind of what it entails. Yeah. So this happened in 2019, 2020 for me, and it started out, so I met this person or whatever, and like we hit it off like right off the bat. We was on the phone for like hours, just like talking about all these different things. Found out we had a lot of things in common. Okay, cool. Like it was really cute, whatever. Fast forward a little bit, we made it official, and then I started learning more things about this person, and I was so infatuated and in love with this person that I literally just wanted to do everything for them that I could in my power. But yeah, so fast forward further, we moved in together very soon, like way too soon. And that's when things started to get a little interesting. So how I felt at first, like I just felt like I was so in love with this person. I don't know, I just felt so happy being around this person all the time. Like I would drive there all the time, like after work, like literally they didn't have a car either, so I was the one doing all the driving, but I didn't mind because I'm like, okay, I'm in love, like I love this person, like whatever. So that was stuff that happened. So after we moved together, then that's when things started to come out. The different power dynamic struggles that make sense. So it was COVID and stuff too going on. And oh yeah, I want to add that how we kind of got closer and bonded, it was from trauma bonding, I would say, because we was both going through things and we happened to meet each other at that time when we was both going through things. So that kind of like made us think like, oh, we're in love with each other, but it wasn't necessarily love. We was just attached to each other because we was the one that was there for each other when things was like happening in our lives, or bad things was happening in our lives. So it was just themes of like, oh, you're in control of this. Oh, I'm in control of this. Oh, you're not doing enough of this. Oh, and it was like a lot of financial things too that kind of tied in together with our relationship. And this is why, like, I don't recommend moving in or living with somebody so early, because that's when money starts to get involved and you just start to see things differently, if that makes sense. Only if you know, you know. But that's kind of things that was happening. I don't want to get into super detail because it's kind of personal, but we was so attached to each other that it was really hard to let go. No matter how many crazy fights and stuff that we had, we would argue a lot, and it was just like emotional unavailability. I'm not even gonna say who in, but it was just emotional unavailability, and there was a lot of crying. There was a lot of like just arguments. It was just very intense for me. Also, it was kind of like, me personally, I was not myself. Like, I was not myself. I was acting out in ways that just wasn't who I was. Like, I was very angry, very aggressive, and don't get me wrong, like, we're all human beings and we have those angry and aggressive sides and parts of us, but I didn't like that. That part of me was being brought out in this relationship with this person, because that's not the energy that is brought out from me on a regular, if that makes sense as well. So there may be things, if you are in a karmic relationship, where you get to see your shadow side and you get to see traits of yourself that you don't necessarily identify with, but they're definitely in you. Everybody has an angry side. Everybody does. No matter how nice you may appear, no matter how nice you may seem, everybody has a side of them. Like, when they get frustrated, when they get fed up, there's a part of them that expresses that. So, but fast forward towards the end of the relationship, I was like in so much emotional turmoil. I started looking for answers for different things, and that's kind of what got me into astrology. I was trying to research and understand, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why do I feel the way I feel? Of course, I'm dramatic as fuck because I'm an Aries, but that's what I was trying to look for. Like, it led me to look for more things, for more answers that's not in the physical, if that makes sense. And I kind of found those answers with astrology and spirituality. So that's kind of what jump-started my journey. So it's not all bad. You go through those things and ultimately you come out a different person. Your brain psychologically rewires itself from that relationship, and it's insane to think about, but that's just kind of what happens depending on who it is too. Well, no, not depending on who it is. It's not a karmic relationship if you didn't psychologically evolve from it, honestly. Especially on both parties. You both learn things about yourself, like crazy things about yourself that you probably wouldn't have learned if you didn't get into that relationship. So it's not all bad. It has some good into it. You get growth from it if you see things like that way in life. But yeah, living together with your significant other it makes things more difficult for your relationship. It don't make things difficult for your relationship. It makes things difficult when you realize that you don't want to be with this person. So that's kind of what happened as well. It's like, okay, like, you really want to make it work with this person, but it's just not working. Not just not compatible, but you have all these things together. And in my situation, we weren't married, but like, some people are married, some people have like different things in each other's names and kids together, so that makes things 10 times as hard to break up with that person, your karmic partner. So just keep that in mind too. Be cautious when you're entangling things with another person. That's all.